Vasan today, tonight's first speaker. The title of his speech is Some Things Are Best Left Unsaid. Some things are best left unsaid. Toastmaster Arun Vasan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The best and the most beautiful things cannot be seen or touched. It can be only felt with the heart. I know it was, you must have guessed it, it was said by the blind, the dumb and deaf, Helen Keller. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a warm good evening to all of you. Sometimes I wonder why say the words in haste and regret it when silence can do the job. But then again, silence is also is not exactly golden, because we are in Toastmasters. We would like to fine-tune our art of public speaking all the time. But then we also need to focus a bit more on the non-verbal communications, which play such a vital role in our day-to-day life. It is said by Albert that 7% of the words only carry the meaning. 38% is purely what is called as paralinguistic. It is how the words are said. 55% is only the emotions that we bring into our speech. So this goes on to show that even when we are not exactly talking, we are still making a statement knowingly or unknowingly. Hence, it becomes imperative that we put conscious effort to improve this. I was in my college when during my first year, I happened to get into a small problem. I smiled at one of my seniors. It was a simple smile. I didn't really go deep into it. But then it triggered a huge relay mechanism. That fellow, he took big offense at my smile. He collected a group of friends and he came to my room. But it was my good day. One of my other seniors was there to stop him. He said, he took stock of the situation. He said, just wait, let me go and talk to him. I'll put some sense into him. Surely there is something wrong. That guy, he wanted to manhandle me. But then it was my, as I said, it was fortunate for me that he listened to my other senior and things smoothened out. And later on, we also became good friends. It set me thinking that how can a harmless smile get into such a physical violence? How can it trigger even a small mini war? Because he was a finalist and I was in first or second year. It would have started a big tussle within us, and fortunately, it kind of smoothed down. My dad, whenever I would cross a particular limit, let's say I become more mischievous or I cross the line, or let's say the Lakshman Rekha part, he would go into the silent mode. He would not talk to me. And, sometimes silence can be really deafening. You can feel it across continents also. And I will go and ask everyone, Mom, what happened? Where did I go wrong? Nobody will answer me. And after, let's say, a few days, I'll get a long letter from him where he will mention, look, you did this, and I'm not at all happy with the way you went about that scenario, and give a big explanation. And I would wonder what stopped him from looking into my eyes and explaining the whole thing to me. Just for your information, he still does that to me. If he feels that I am not going by his rule book, he'll go into the silent mode, switch me off completely. These two incidents, it really set me thinking that how can we really improve our non-verbal communication? What is required? We all know that the moment we step out of our home, we are under a scanner. People are watching us. They look at us, the way we dress, the way we emote, the way we express, the way we carry our body language, the way we get into the car that we drive, the tone that we use while speaking. All these factors goes into making an impression before we even, start anything. It is said in marketing that before even I open my mouth to a client, he would have already decided, okay, I will give this job to him or not, because the first impression is what he gets, and he has already decided on this. But then, a smart person needs to always rework on these things find out small techniques by which he can make his non-verbal communication more effective. And I thought this can be probably achieved if we can change our attitude or change our personality mildly, nothing big, and that would go on to ensure that the non-verbal communication is done perfectly. Now, the few tips I have, which might be very routine and very common. For example, I would say that you need to eat well, sleep well, dress well, smell well. All these are basic routine. If you can do a bit of meditation, great. But one thing that I really wanted everyone to remember is that we are living on this planet Earth, which is just a speck in the entire universe. And in this planet Earth, we are only a small entity living in some corner of some country, and we need not take ourselves so seriously. We need not think that the whole world's weight or responsibilities on our shoulders. We can just relax. We can let go of all the baggages we carry. You know that famous proverb which says that less luggage is more comfort. And if you can offload all those small issues and take life easily, it would make a huge difference in our overall personality. I'm sure if we follow just this particular thing, it might take some time. It cannot be achieved overnight. But if we can do this, we will definitely emanate or generate a kind of vibrations or kind of positivity, which can open all the closed doors for us. Those opportunities which looked totally unseeming will become a reality. People whom you thought were not at all approachable, you will be able to talk to them easily. Life in general becomes very simple and very easy. So my dear fellow Toastmasters, I just have this small piece of advice for you. We need to consciously work on our look, which will probably make an onlooker change his outlook towards life. If we can do that, great. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.